Tense moments this morning in Post Falls ended in gunfire. Just after 8 o'clock, police were in a brief standoff in a church parking lot with a man who allegedly pointed a shotgun at officers. KXLY4's Annie Bishop live at the Post Falls Police Department, where police just wrapped up a press conference. Annie, what are police saying about this shooting?
Well, we've learned 3 new pieces of information after this press conference. One, that this is the first time in 30 years a Post Falls police officer has fired at another person. Also that Mr. Kimsey, that is, did in fact fire 1 round at police officers, and that round lodged into the light bar of a police cruiser. And we also know that Mr. Kimsey was in fact hit by a bullet. But that bullet, however, was stopped by his Nokia cell phone that was actually in a breast pocket of his T-shirt. The bullet lodged in the battery.
It was very, very intense for us.
As parents dropped off their kids at Real Life Ministries this morning, Post Falls police were in the middle of a standoff with 32-year-old Christopher Kimsey.
Got a call from the head of our maintenance team that said that the Post Falls Police Department had locked down the church because of an incident in the parking lot.
Just before 8 o'clock, someone called police saying this white truck matched the description of the same truck that had been involved in a shooting at Hooters and a car crash on I-90 a few hours earlier.
As they started to approach the driver, he pointed a gun at the officers that were approaching him. The officers did return fire.
Captain Scott Hogue with the Post Falls Police Department says officers fired 6 to 9 rounds.
He was actually not shot by a bullet. It appears that some shrapnel from the shooting hit him in the chest, and he's got a good-sized welt on his chest.
Thinking he'd been shot, Kimsey got out of his truck. Neighbor Chuck Thomas was in his garage.
I heard an officer tell the guy, put your hands up and back toward me.
Ending 6 hours on the run. He allegedly fired several shots in the Hooters parking lot around 3 a.m.
Maybe he felt safe here. At some point he has been here in the past to get some benevolence, some help from our benevolence ministry here.
Kimsey's father told us his son is unpredictable, adding he could suffer from depression. And Kimsey's father also added that his son does have a temper. Even so, he says he was shocked. It literally took his breath away when he learned of the standoff this afternoon. Now, as for Kimsey, he is booked into the Kootenai County Jail, where he will face at least 1 charge of aggravated assault on an officer, but we're told it's likely he'll face much more serious charges next week. Reporting live in Post Falls, Annie Bishop, KXLY4.